Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for checking in again. In this video, I want to take the time to talk a little bit about missing your ex. And I want to express my thoughts on this because it can be so difficult to want to reconnect with them, to want to be with them, to want to talk to them, and it's not the right thing to do. Like it's been 4 months now since my breakup, and today I had this really intense day where I thought about my ex like a lot. I saw her everywhere. I listened to music, which I remembered her. I wanted to, you know, just to reach out kind of, and I decided to take a look at her Instagram profile, and you know, I cannot see anything because it's on private, so I can only see like the followers and the amount of posts and stuff. But I wanted to share with you that it's okay to do that. It's okay to sometimes buckle, and I didn't reach out or I didn't send any message, which I think is something that you cannot buckle with. You should not have any communication back and forth, but sometimes like taking a look at an old photo or checking their social media, whatever it is, it happens. It's fine. It's okay. um, it's okay to do that sometimes because it can sometimes just give you a little bit of comfort to know that they're still there, they're still alive, or it's just like sometimes you just get something out of it a little bit. It can also hurt a lot when you see something that you didn't expect, or maybe you see them with someone else, whatever it is, right? And then it can be very hurtful. I am lucky enough to not be able to see that at all. So, but yeah, it's fine. Like if you miss them, it's okay to miss them. It's actually something that you can maybe be grateful for because you don't have the ability to miss just about anyone. I mean, you can miss about anyone, but you don't do that because they didn't mean anything to you. So whenever you are able to miss someone, whenever you are missing someone, that means that they were important to you, and that is, I think, something you can be very grateful for, because it's a nice thing to have someone, to had someone in your life that was important and maybe still is, right? So yeah, I recorded this video actually like 20 minutes ago, but I found out that my microphone was not working, so I want to record it again because I think it's a nice topic to talk about, and it can be very helpful for a lot of people. So allowing yourself to feel sad about it, to miss them, to miss your ex, is totally okay. Like after 4 months, I still miss her sometimes, and that's all right. It happens. It's not every day. It's not every week. It's sometimes, and it catches me in, like it comes in a wave. It's all of a sudden this whole flooding of emotions and thoughts and feelings, and it can be very overwhelming. And that's all right. Allow it to happen. Allow it to flood you. Allow that to happen. Like don't necessarily indulge and wallow in self-pity, but allow it to be there, allow to miss them. And no contact is something that is kind of popular on the internet when it comes to breakups, and I do believe it's a very important strategy whenever you are really trying to move on from someone, when you're trying to heal. It's a very necessary tool, because if you're keeping in touch with sorry excuse me keeping in touch with your ex-partner, it doesn't allow for real healing, I think. Even if you were able to separate in a loving, kindly manner, it will still complicate things a lot. And I do believe that it's important that you allow yourself the space and the time to really settle into yourself, to learn to become independent again, to go through the withdrawal, to face yourself, to really discover what you're all about. And I do believe that it takes at least 6 months to a year. I think it's important that you allow yourself and your ex-partner to not be in touch for at least 6 months to a year, and after that you can reevaluate, right? Maybe, I don't know, 9 out of 10 you probably will not even want to reconnect, but it might be that you do want to reconnect and you want to know how they're doing, etc., and that's fine. Like, I still talk to almost all of my ex-girlfriends because I really love them, and I still do in a way, and they, most of them, they have their partners now, and their partners know that I still talk with them, and it's fine. And I'm very grateful that I'm able to do that, because I know that not many people are actually able to do that, and it's so nice, because these people, they were very important at some point in my life, and they still are, and they played a very big role in my development as a person, and we shared so many things together. So I think it's a little bit sad if you throw that all away somehow, you know. So I tend to keep in touch with most of them, and some of them, they don't want to talk anymore, and that's all right, you know. It's fine. Maybe in a few years they will want to share some experiences again together. Who knows, right? But to come back to the original point, no contact. It's very powerful, and it's very useful to allow yourself to move on. And I think you should really allow yourself the time to do that. And that's, in my opinion, at least 6 months to a year. And so sometimes you will just really feel the need to want to reconnect, to want to talk to them, because you really miss them, and you maybe, like, you see them everywhere, right? These stupid little things in the street, or this 1001 breakup love song on the radio, and it makes you think of them, and that is just difficult, and that's all right that it's difficult. It's fine. It's everybody. Everybody deals with this. I deal with this. You deal with this. It's okay. It really is. And allow yourself to feel that, nostalgia, to feel that sadness, to miss them. Allow yourself to do that. Just try to not buckle when it comes to no contact. It's fine to look up a photo or listen to a song that you used to listening to, or, you know, maybe even check their social media. It's fine. Sometimes it can bring you some comfort, some relief. It's okay. I do it. I still do it, and that's all right. It's not something you should punish yourself for. Like, try to not make it like a daily habit where you do it every 5 minutes, because then you're keeping yourself fixated on that person, and you're not allowing your attention and your focus to go on to other things, which is crucial for the moving on process, the healing process. It's crucial that you put your attention on other things, and that you focus on stuff that makes you grow as a person, you know. Like, you're not keeping yourself stuck with that other person. You don't want to keep focusing on them in your mind, because what you focus on will get stronger. It's where the energy goes. So allow yourself to sometimes focus on them and think about them and feel sad and feel nostalgic and miss them, and then know that it will pass, right? It will pass. Like, after 4 months now, I still have some days where I'm like extremely sad and I really want to talk to her. And something that helps me personally is I just pull out an empty Word document and I start to write the letter to her. Like, I express everything that I want to tell her. Like, I miss you, and I wish you were here. There's so many things that I've experienced, this and that. And I allow myself to express everything that's inside me, just without any filter. I just write it out, like I let it flow, everything that I want to tell her. And then I just save the document and I don't send it. So I pretend that I'm going to write her a letter or an email, and I never send it. I just save it on my computer, and that's that. And to me, that's a very healing process, to let it out, to express it, you know, to let out all the feelings and all the thoughts and just put them on paper, and even pretend like I'm actually like talking to her, you know, talking to my ex, talking about these things with her. Like, I pretend like I'm actually like sending the letter, but I'm not going to do it, because I know that the no contact is crucial. You should not talk to them directly, like in a dialogue. You should not do that. Not even through friends, to common friends. No, nothing. No communication between the two of you. No information. That is like another level, and I think it's also important. I'm not doing it. Like, sometimes I just fail. I don't think it's necessarily failing, because it happens. It's fine, really. Like if you check on the social media, or you look at a photo of them, whatever, you together, it's okay. Allow yourself to mourn, to feel it, to you know. Don't dwell on it. Don't like do this day by day by day by day. Allow yourself to go into it, feel it, express it like I do. You maybe like you want to listen to a song that you used to listening to, or you want to look at a photograph, or you want to write a text message, but then don't send it. Allow it to be there, express it, express what you want to say, and then don't send it. And sometimes maybe even you can like print the letter and just like burn it as a symbolic representation of the letting go. Like some people I know, they do this. Like they just write out a letter and they burn it, and then it's like a representation of letting go of these thoughts. It's important that you let them out, you express them, but don't do it to your ex-partner. Don't send it to them. Like leave it, at your keep it with you, right? So that for me is a very helpful tool whenever I feel like I really 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 miss my ex, and it's super helpful. And like you you might feel when you are in this mood where you are really sad, and you think of them like a lot, that you all the progress you've made the previous months, it's all gone. It feels like, oh shit, I'm back at square one. Like all the progress I've made, where is it go? Where's it gone to? I feel sad, and I even like I'm checking their social media. What the fuck? Like I'm such a failure. But you're not. You're not at all. You're not a failure whatsoever. It's okay. Like to feel like that. It's normal. It's normal. Everybody goes through this, and you are not back at square one. If you were here and then all of a sudden you start to feel sad and you go down and you feel like you miss them, okay, it's gonna happen. It's fine. Allow it to be there, and then you will see that the feelings, they will subside. They will leave as quickly as they came, and then you will go back to this level, like right where you were before. All the progress you've made, it's still there. Like especially if you do it on a consistent basis, day by day, you build on your habits. You do the gratitude journaling. You do everything. You take good care of yourself. All these things that you engaged in because of the breakup, you build on those. Like if you do them consistently, there's gonna be a very strong baseline, a very strong foundation, and you will not lose that in one day of missing them and checking their social media. It's not gonna be gone whatsoever. It's alright to feel like you miss them. It's okay to feel sad. Don't worry about it too much. Don't dwell on it too much. Allow it to be there, and you will see that it will subside again. Like for me now, I felt the whole day like in a sad mood, and I missed her. And then after writing the letter, I felt a whole lot better. And now it's evening. I feel good again. I feel like motivated again. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I have faith that everything will turn out just fine. I will continue to work on myself. I will continue to learn things, and I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right things day by day by day, and that is gonna ultimately allow me to become the person I want to be. And I'm actually already the person I want to be, in the sense that I do the things that I care about and that I think are important for me as a person, right? But it's about a continuous improvement. Like I believe that we can improve ourselves every single day by taking action and by doing the right things. And a breakup is a great starting point for that, because you're in so much pain that you're so susceptible for change. And for me at least, it was absolutely like that. Like there is such a huge transformation going on right now, and the things that I learned are very profound, and I hope to share some of my process with you guys and inspire you to also change yourself for the better. And so to come back to my original point, no contact is hard. It is very difficult. I find it very difficult. I sometimes really want to reach out to my ex, talk to her. And another thing that I wanted to share is, it can also be helpful to really take a moment and think about this. Like sometimes you feel like you miss them and you really want to reach out. Like it's an impulsive thing. You want to do this on a whim. I feel like I want to get in touch. I want to text them. This is like an impulsive emotional thing. Try to create some space. Try to realize, okay, why do I want to do this? Why do I want to talk to them? Why? Be really honest. It's usually because you want to rekindle the relationship, or you want to feel some emotional, connection or band-aid, or you want to get a little bit of that drug again. You want to feel the connection again. And that's most of the time the reason. For me, at least, it is the reason to want to reach out. And then be really honest with yourself, right? Why do I want to talk to them? Why? Because you want to take away some of the pain you're experiencing in that moment, but that's not the right way to do it, right? Like, you can also tell yourself, rationalize, oh, I just want to know how they're doing. Probably not. You just want to remove some of the suffering that you're experiencing right now. And that's why it's so important to allow yourself to feel it, to really go through it, because it will make you stronger, and you will be able to use this skill in so many different situations. Like, it's not only in a breakup, right? It's also when you're facing with other adversity and hardships and obstacles, right? So ask yourself, why do I want to contact them? Be honest about it. Really write it down. Why do I want to talk to my ex? And then, after you've done that and you've been really brutally honest with yourself, usually you will find that it's the wrong reasons that you want to talk to them. Then the next step is, okay, let's suppose I do reach out. Then what's gonna happen? Maybe he or she ignores my text completely, or they react very gnarly, or something happens that will hurt me even more. Then why would I want to do it, right? Like, what is the ultimate goal you want to achieve with it? Like, you want to rekindle the relationship and start all over again? Then really think about that. Like, is that gonna change anything? Like, probably you will just end up doing the same things that caused the breakup in the first place, because there was not enough time and space to actually, like, change yourself and the other person. You should at least allow 6 months to a year to really allow change to happen, and then maybe you can reach out again, right? And then you can maybe talk. You probably will not even want to talk, because you find yourself in such a different place, and you've changed so much that you are probably not even resonating with them anymore. But I mean, it can happen, right? That you just want to reconnect, and it actually happens. But then you will have allowed yourself to remove yourself from all the void and the lack and the need for emotional intimacy, and you will be able to come from a place like, okay, hey, how are you doing? I'm really curious, because after all, they have been a huge part of your life. They were very important to you at some point, and maybe still are, right? So you want to know how they're doing, but then it will be real. You will really want to know how they're doing, and it will not be because you want to rekindle the relationship, or because you want to feel some kind of emotional band-aid, or to feel your to feed your drug addiction almost. Then the reasons will be different. So ask yourself, why do I want to talk to them? Then what's going to happen? I don't know. Is it going to be good? What do I ultimately want to achieve with this, right? And usually you will find that you are just rationalizing ways for yourself to want to talk to them, and you really realize it's actually better to not do it. And that's why no contact is so important, because you shouldn't talk to them. You should allow yourself to heal, to focus on yourself, and to move forward. And not talking to your ex is a big part of that. And so whenever you feel like you want to reach out, for me personally, like I said earlier, it really helps to just take an empty document and write out whatever I want to tell them, and then leave it at that. Don't send it. I like to save it. Some people might just want to delete it. Whatever it is, it's just the act of expressing it. I like to reread it sometimes, because it's interesting for me to see where I was at during that time. It's kind of nice to document it a little bit. But that really helps me. For you, it might be something totally different, but try to let it out. Try to allow your feelings of sadness and missing them and everything. Try to allow them to be there. Try to express them, and prevent yourself from getting in touch. Um, like, even through common friends, whatever. Don't do it. Just keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself, or maybe a very close friend, and that's it. And you will feel that the feelings, they will disappear, and you will feel better very soon again, and you will find yourself back at where you were right before you started to really miss them. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share some support and understanding, I guess. Like, I was scrolling through some videos and I was like looking for a particular video that would maybe soothe me a little bit, and that's why I decided to record it myself, to 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 provide anyone who is going through this no contact phase, this breakup phase, and is suffering and missing their ex, to provide them with some kind of support, and to give them something to hold on to. And I hope I will at least do that for a few people out there. So yeah, thank you for being brave. Thank you for looking inwards. Thank you for making yourself and this world a better place one step at a time. And as always, thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Bye.